Alright, what's going on? Today is going to be a pretty fun day. Going to be putting on some Vanquish axles. My buddy Rc4wd sent me these. So we're going to be putting Vanquish axles on an Rc4wd leaf sprung truck. He has already went ahead and cut the link mount for me, and these are like some sort of Amazon internals, I believe. On this one, there is a bolt stripped out, and I cannot get the diff and the diff bearings and all that out of this thing. So I'm just gonna run it. I tried a screw extractor, and I cannot get that out at this time. Maybe something will change. That's on this one. That's on the front axle, of course. And then the rear axle, same thing, cut, but this has all of Vanquish bearings and internals in the rear. He did supply me with some leaf spring mounts for this. Jeez, that diesel sounded deleted. So loud. All right, but yeah, these are all going to be the leaf spring mounts. I don't know which one is which yet. I don't know if the front yet, so I'm going to have to look into that. And yeah, so I'm going to be getting started on this. Shouldn't take too long, but this is going to be my first rodeo on Vanquish axles with the leaf spring, so should be pretty fun. I actually ended up meeting Eric on Facebook, and he had his K10 done, and I messaged him stuff. He said, dude, you're in luck, I got some axles for you, and he sent these over. I just can't thank that guy enough. So thanks, Eric. I appreciate that a lot, man. So that's why I want to do this, though, is these stock K44s are not holding up to the power I have in here. I have a Fusion Pro in this truck here, so 2300 kV on these axles. Not the best. I would imagine it'll hold up fine with like a brush motor, so and like light trailing, but I want to go deep, as you know, and sometimes I get stuck, and I think these are going to be obviously a lot better. All right, so yeah, I'll kind of record a little bit of what I'm doing. If I have any issues, I'll bring that up along the way. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to be trying to fix my drive shaft angle as well. It partly has to do with my blocks. So I have this one drooping down, and the other one is the opposite. I did that on accident on a previous time, so I'll be fixing that as well. And then Eric, he gave me some shims with the axles, so I'll be trying to mess around with that to see if that helps any. And then I want to also see if I can fix this up a little bit, or clean that up a little bit. I mean, it works fine, just I had to use some pieces and parts, because this bolt is extremely long, and I didn't have anything at the time, but I'll see if I can clean that up there. And I think everything else is going to be pretty straightforward, other than, oh yeah, I'm going to have to most likely mount the axle, or the shocks to the side right there. I'm pretty sure, so I don't really know exactly yet, so we'll see about that. All right, let's get started here. All right, axle is off. I just have to figure out a link, or a steering link, because I forgot that this one is too short, the one on the Rc4wd drive, and this is not the best quality. So I'm going to see if I have a link to get that thing going. So let's see here. Oh, and I am going to be replacing this servo link with this one over here. Oh, and also going to be putting these on the shocks. right there. And I might end up flipping these. I don't know yet. So let me see if I can find a link real quick, and I will get back to you. So that piece right there is one of the leaf mounts, and it definitely looks like Florida. Just wanted to point that out. Alright, I think I found a link that will do. Just grab this out of my parts bin and I just stretched that. It's just a temporary link for right now. I would like to do one of the chrome ones or stainless, but this one is the longest right now. So just a temporary one. See if I can get that lined up. And then I found out the leaf mounts, so the longer ones are going to be on the fronts, and you'll notice, let me see if I can get that off real quick. The shorter one is going to go on the rear. That's pretty straightforward there. What I'll do is I'll get some Loctite and Loctite that in. I may need a longer bolt for these to get the shocks in. So I don't know yet if that's going to go all the way in or not. I probably will need a longer bolt, which I don't think I have. But we will see. There we go. Front axle is all buttoned up. This actually turned out better than I thought it was going to be, the steering link. I just put some ball joints up here to space it out. The only thing I'm not liking is this right here, the shock angle. So what I'll have to do is look for a different shock mount and move that back that way a bit, because I'm not liking that angle at all. And I think that's all I really wanted to. Oh yeah, I had to remove a lot of the blocks because I would need to probably do 100 millimeters on the shocks if I wanted to raise it up more, because this actually is quite long, the actual like leaf mount. So if I wanted to, if it doesn't look right, I'll look at it when I get the tires on and everything. But to see if I want to do another block on there. But if I do, I'm gonna have to get a bigger suspension on this one here. So I think, oh yeah, and this is, I'll just do, let me see if I can get. So this is a little size comparison as well. I mean, this one is all the way. Let me see if I can drop that one right there. Oh, look how much longer that is. And then this one is just massive compared to this little dinky one over here. Don't know how scale that is, but I think it'll be okay, I guess. We'll see how it looks with the body on. But it's definitely a significant size difference if you were curious about that. So now we're going to work on the rear. See if I can get that buttoned up here real quick. I also had to replace my shock mounts. I was running these eBay ones over here, but those wouldn't work out because the shock is too small. And like I said, these are 90s, so if I want to get some more blocks on to do a little bit of the lean, I'll have to get bigger shocks if I want to do that. So probably bigger shocks before I put the these on as well, and move the shock tower over this way. So maybe look into getting like another shock tower that moves it over this way, and then that would be, and that'll be all buttoned up there. That's that. All right, buttoned up the rear. I had to use these shock towers for the rear. I could not get them over here where I normally put them, but that ended up working out pretty good. Just put some spacers in, of course. I had to use a little bit of washers on this one. But the angle of the drive shaft's not too bad. I like that. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Not bad at all. So now all I have to do is get some tires on here. I have the nuts I gotta get. Now, these are the ones I had previously on there, but I will not be using those, I'm sure, because look at the size difference in the rear. See if you can see that. So I'll push that all the way over. Look at the length of that one there. So I won't need those extenders anymore. So I'm going to see if I can get that to work without those. Now, I also forgot to mention I did end up switching the shocks as well. These seem to be really stiff. So, and these are the ones with the new X-ring in there. Yes, these seem super soft. May even have to put another spring in the rear on this truck. But we'll see. I'm going to get some tires on and see how it drives here in a minute. Alright. So all I really have to do is get a steering link and fix the suspension up here. I don't know if I have to do anything else to the rear. That's good. Maybe. You know what? I'm probably not even going to worry about that. I'm just going to keep those shock mounts there. I'm fine with that. It's just the front ones that I need to work on to get rid of that angle. Yeah, it does sit a little bit more leveled now. Now that I had to take out the blocks in the front. So that's fine though. It looks good. Alright, that's it on this one for right now. Next video with this truck, I'm going to just be test driving in the creek. We'll put that to the side. And I went to do an unboxing of the next parts truck, and I realized I wasn't even recording. But this is it. You know, every month is truck month here on Creek Boys. So this is my parts truck for February, and I feel like it's super fitting. It comes in this cool little, like, what do you call these again? I can't remember. I guess they are sweethearts, but I remember doing this in school. Little Valentine's Day cards. Super cool. Old Chevy. We got a updated engine in this one. Nice little feeling lucky. And this is 7,650 pieces worldwide. Let's see what the name tag is. The 73 Cheyenne Super 10, whatever that means. I don't know a lot of the trucks from the 70s. Parts truck of the month, 73 Chevy Cheyenne. Put that over there for right now. Oh my God, I'm gonna need a bigger toolbox for this. All right, see you.